but seems like it's fixed it, so.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you know what? You gotta be able to hear those sound cues for when you're building them walls. Let's go, baby. And here we go with top 8. You know what? You gotta put some soundproof on your walls, man. That's an important thing when you're a caster. I mean, I'm not saying that I have any, but you know, it's important. It's the people who know what they're doing do that. Raki is going to take full advantage of the positioning here. Raru, I believe the #1 seed in this tournament, trying to prove as such against Raki, someone who has had success at these Sumabato tournaments before. However, Raru, I believe, was the winner of the Sumabato circuit last year. I mean, you talk about someone who has had success in Osaka. Raru certainly fits that bill. The purple Luigi, who has absolutely terrorized bracket after bracket here in the Kansai plan, and certainly looking to pick up where he left off. Stock #1 of this best of 5 clip, going to the #1 seed, Raru. The grab, the back throw. Raki in good position to take this first stock, but unable to do so at present. Gonna bounce them off of the brick, hoisted by their own petard. Not quite hoisted yet, however. Still 63 points of extra credit. Nothing to shake a pickaxe at. It is eventually going to be Raki. Just going to clarify that. Raki taking the second stock, but... Excuse me, first stock, but it's Raru taking the second. Oh, looking for the... Oh, there was bad intentions on Raru's mind, and if you've watched Ultimate, you know exactly what they were. Oh, man. The temptation to even ironically say nice back air, folks, let me tell you. I am but a speck of dust floating through this world of ours. Sounds like the beginning of a haiku. Whips on the grab, hits with the up smash, because why not? 2-1, pretty decisively in Raru's favor, but Raki going to break out some of the diamonds, and yeah, giving him diamonds and pearls, but is going to be getting nothing but coal in that last stock off of the Angel platform, putting Raki into the blast zone. It is going to be Raru who takes the first game of this best of 5. Zeta Division Raru, who has earned himself a spot on Japan's premier esports team. You could say that. I feel like Zeta Division has earned the right to be called that in many fashions. The fact that they're showing such respect to Ultimate is certainly a welcome sight. Raru, the Luigi, one of the key components of that squad. As we go to game #2, Hollow Bastion will be the destination. Obviously, there's a little bit of a difference between stage to stage on what stages are going to give what resources, but Raru going to have to pay no mind to that because you have a pretty great resource, and that is that 0 to death. You saw him go for it in that last stock at game #1. Raki doing quite well to not completely stall out the game. So we have seen a couple of Steve players maybe take on a little bit more of an antagonistic tenor with their gameplay. Just slow it down, make yourself a nice little cave of life and mine resources. Raki, at the very least, doing something. It's a little bit more engaging to watch, and I respect it. Don't say I can't be fair, folks. Swinging away with the wooden sword. Whiffing. At this point, the vacuum cleaner would be a little bit more effective. And Raru is proud to demonstrate as such. Looking for a little bit. Not finding it. But is able to mine away. Back air is going to take the KO. And it will be first blood drawn by Raki. Raru, however, reciprocates in kind. And immediately off of the stage with the diamond pickaxe, but is looking for a nice little combo and gets it. He's looking for the 0 to death, but Raki knew how to DI out of that. 82%. Rico continuing on. Down tilts. Back air. Throwing out the random grab in the middle of the stage as well is not going to pay dividends for Raru. As Raru losing that second stock. Eventually taking it right back. 1 stock each. Again, it's not about who takes that stock first. It's about who takes the last one. Raru tacking on the damage. That is what Luigi is so good at. I mean, this character, an absolute menace. Looking for the up B on the stage, just trying to read the approach. I mean, Luigi players are just built in some kind of fashion. I would say different, but that would almost sound like a compliment. Hang on a second. It's going to be the grab. However, the fishing line from Raki going to put him off stage. Uh-oh. The projectile that's also a command grab. It's a side B and it's strong. Did you know that, folks? Oh, whiffing on the grab. But put him into a position where Luigi was able to back air. Do quite well for himself. Spot dodges this minecart and is going to down air and connect. And Raru is taking a 2-0 lead. Raru doing so good these past couple of events, and obviously the ranking bears the assumption that this is in fact the #1 player in the tournament, number 12 in the world for Zeta Division. Raru doing quite well at a few of these tournaments, taking home a first place at last year's what was it, Alt Core, I believe it was. It was an S tier tournament that happened in Nagoya in November. Beating Doramigi in the final. Doramigi winning the Game 5 grands, taking it to a reset, but Raru taking out Doramigi, Yoshidora, Hurt, Snow, Shirayuki in the process of that tournament, and just an absolute heat-seeking missile throughout that tourney, and has a couple of Sumabato wins in his locker as well. Again, the aforementioned winner of the Sumabato circuit last year. In fact, just this past July, won that tournament undefeated. As Raru is showing some of that form here, standing at 132%, taking the first stock off of Raki. Raki is able to match it in kind, doing quite well in that regard. The 33rd ranked player in the world, Raki, only 1 spot up from the last ranking, from the last global ranking. Still doing quite well to get that. A couple first place finishes at local tournaments. Taking out Furaru Ramen, the Game & Watch / Isabel, which is quite the combination. And does have a Sumabato win in their locker. I believe the 53rd edition of this fine tournament. punctuated by a 3-0 win against Taikei, the Sonic. But it's going to be the uppercut that takes out Raki in this game number 2. I mean, it just went so fast. Folks, what can I say?